Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Well, what do we have here? LR, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Trunks. We have a brand new named character. Dokkan has been pumping those out over the last several months. My god, dude, we've had like 50 new named characters, which is just so crazy to think about considering how deep into Dokkan's like lifespan we are at this point, right? So, okay, let's just go ahead and get these boys awakened. This, of course, is going to be the 55% video. There's a lot of different medals we actually need here to awaken Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta to LR. So, I assume most players are not like me, where I have, you know, 500 million of these medals just kind of like sitting around all over the place. Like, there's quite a bit of grinding, including the Trunks Super Strike stage. Although the Trunks Super Strike medals that we just needed, that we just saw right there, those are not very tough to get, because you know, after the revamps and stuff like that, like, you could use the extra like drop rate bonuses and stuff like that. Trunks is a Wicked Bloodline, but just, I mean, dude, there's so many Dokkan event runs it takes, right? Look at all these different medals we need. I gotta stock up on that Dokkan Fest Trunks medal a little bit. So again, this is gonna be the 55% video. Again, we'll keep it like always, where, you know, Link level 1, you know, kind of like first use of the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, test them out here at 55% and see how effective they could be. I think that they actually are a very, very good unit. I kind of think that there's some similarities to Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks. I have begun to really like Trunks as time... I mean, I liked him more than a lot of other people the day he came out as well. But the thing about Trunks, though, that's very nice, is that Trunks has no restrictions whatsoever. Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta here do. I think that they're going to be a lot better than Trunks the first couple of turns. But obviously, once Trunks is able to use the Sword of Hope, he becomes better than this character. But I'd imagine this Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks are going to be one of the better damage dealing characters in the game. The damage they're going to do is outrageous. So let me get them up to full SA20, level them up to max level, and we'll hop into an event. Their own team is probably going to be pretty good. Super Saiyan 200%. Remember, we actually just got an EZA for the Super Saiyan Gohan, who is probably a must-run on the team, but he doesn't come out for several days still, so we're not going to be using him. So, all right, let me level him up, and we'll go ahead and hop into an event, test him out at 55%. All right, so we are here in an event. Unfortunately, we got the dreaded like leader plus friend unit rotation, but we will be able to survive. So, all right, let's just go ahead and start talking about this Goku and Vegeta. Rather than just blabbering away for 50 minutes at the start here, let's just get a rotation going, and I can kind of explain some things that are happening while we go. We will talk about their links real fast. So obviously, the Super Saiyan category, which is a team that this unit is very reliant on, has been massively buffed this year. So it's like they did things correctly, right? They wanted to tie this character towards Super Saiyan characters, but they did it like last. Like, we already got Sword of Hope, LR Future Gohan, Dokkan Fest God Goku. Right, you know, Tech Carnival Goku still is decent from last year. All those characters still around, which is good. All right, so our link set here, we have Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Experienced Fighters, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. They have just the typical Super Saiyan link set, right? It's literally that simple. These, like, normal Super Saiyan characters we're going to link incredibly well with. Okay, so we have 200k defense at the start of turn here for the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. Now, we got 1 million orbs, so even at 55%, they could go crazy. 9 million, huh? Considering that they could super 4 times right here. We're 55%. The way I do 55% videos, you know, we're Link level 1. I don't have equips on or anything like that. So we cannot do the hidden potential system additional. At this moment, they cannot. But they still could potentially get a ton of additionals from... And we did get a bunch of additional normals, unfortunately. But, dude, look at that. Even at 55%, the additional normals, because they're super effective against all types, they were doing 2 million damage off of additional normals. That's pretty good. And that's, of course, you know, if we're rainbowed, maybe if you're someone that gives, like, raw attack equips to the character. Raw attack equips could be an interesting idea, actually, for characters that would do a lot of additional normals, huh? A lot of times I'm not the big... Like, I really just like to... I prefer to build my characters defensively, but... I mean, that couldn't be the worst. Here, we'll watch this, sure. Okay, so we have that transformation right there. That's very good. Remember that Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta. We are going to have a whatchamacallit. Damn, how do I want to do this here? I guess we'll do this right here. We're probably going to take a little bit of damage regardless, but oh well. It is what it is. We'll take a little bit of damage from this Frieza AoE. We'll survive. It's fine. Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta. They, through their intro, they're super effective against all types, and they have 30% damage reduction for 5 turns. If there's another 2 Super Saiyan or movie hero category allies on the team. I find this intro to be totally good, totally fine. I don't mind characters that, you know, get these types of buffs, you know, for the first several turns. Does not bother me. In the current environment of the game, there's only really one difficult fight, the Omega fight, where we would actually, you know, go past 5 turns. I mean, you know, against Fusion Zamasu, we'll get past 5 turns, typically. But, like, that's going to be right as we are wrapping that shit up, right, at like, turn 5. So because of that, I mean, I would just much rather characters... are like this. Okay, dodge the super, double digits, lovely. I'd rather characters are like this. This is kind of unfortunate right here. So we end up, yeah, this is a shame. I guess maybe we should just pop this active skill. So remember that Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta here, a big, huge portion of what this character is doing is based around their super attack effects, is huge. Their 18 key super attack effect, they get 50% attack and defense for 3 turns. So that's really good. And then their 12 key super attack effect, they're only getting 50% attack for 3 turns. Now, if they got defense from their 12 key super attack effect, they might be the best unit in the game. I think they probably would. Like, if they had the same super attack effect for both, they probably are the best unit in the game. Because if you, like, their start of turn defense... with the damage reduction, like, they would be nuts. And if you have good additional luck, oh my god, like, their defense, they'd be flying past 2 million defense with damage reduction. Like, it'd be crazy. Now, if you ask me, screw it, just do it. Right? It's a Carnival LR. I mean, I remember when Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku was this, like banner release date. He was this character 4 years ago. He was the Christmas Carnival banner 4 years ago. It was a very successful Dokkan release. Probably why they felt good about doing, you know, kind of like a very similar character from the same movie at the same time. This unit looks very good. Like, I like their animations. I think they're strong. All that's good. We could do our active here on turn 3. I guess there's no reason not to do it, right? Broly and Trunks came in. Remember that they went ahead and gave us some Rainbow Orb changing. So, like, you know, we end up with a field that looks like this, which is really good. So, the active skill, Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan, this shit is really busted. Maybe I should say, yeah, you know what, let's just save it for a little bit longer, actually. I don't think Frieza's going to go ahead and drop a super attack here. Let's just do this. We'll use the active skill in a little bit. I really should wait to use it until we can, like, kind of, like, show how nasty, like, the active damage is into them then doing attacks. So, 55%, I mean, they're doing this 10 million damage, super effective against all types attack right there. And then remember, depending upon how many orbs they get an additional as a high chance to be a super for every 3 key spheres obtained. So if we're able to get 9 orbs with them, they could get 3 additionals, which is strong. They do create int key spheres, but Rainbow Key Spheres is where they could really kind of begin to start cooking all over the place, right? So, okay, here we are on this turn right here. We could pop the Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan active skill with them right here, which I think I will right here. This is the friend 55% character anyway. Let me see. So what do we got right here? They are 55%. They got some equips. They are Link level 1. Let's see the equips. Level 5 defense. Do I like that on them? I guess. Because remember, as part of their intro, they have the damage reduction up right at the start of turn. I mean, a little bit of extra raw defense to maybe take the bite off of like a Fusion Zamasu AoE could be good. I mean, it wouldn't really make a huge impact against Int Omega, though, because by the time you get to Int Omega, their intro is definitely going to be turned off. I mean, I would probably. I guess, you know, double Rainbow Link level 10, like this character's team, certainly could tear through fights very quickly. I don't know if I like raw defense on them. Because if we're fighting Omega, they would lose the damage reduction, but we would just make sure to save the active skill until we get to in Omega, pop it then, and then they will get their, what is it? They get 130% attack and defense when attacking. But yeah, here, let's go ahead and pop this right here with the 55% friend. Alright, so there, of course, is the big active skill. Now, remember, that will do a huge amount of damage, especially if we get a lot of additional super attacks on previous turns, right? Because remember, that the attack buffs they're getting, the 50% attack on their 18 key and the 50% attack they get on 12 key, if you have several of those buffs up, you know, 3 or 4 of those up, you know, from like the turn before the active, I mean, the amount of damage, super attack dodge, we love that. The amount of damage you're going to do, man, it's going to be so crazy. Their active turn, I mean, it gets hard to say, oh, it's going to be the most explosive, damaging thing in the game when there's so many, like, at this point, we have so many, like, characters that could do these explosive turns. But, I mean, theirs is just turn 3, right? We could do the active skill on turn 3 if the entire rotation is Super Saiyan characters, which their team is Super Saiyan, so we'll always have that. Or from turn 6, which is also not bad. So their active skill is very easy to do, huge damage, gives them their defense when they attack. I mean, this character, I think, is very good. Again, they have some similarities to Sword of Hope right here. You know, I obviously prefer characters that are more defensive oriented, but like you got to understand that, like, this Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, I mean, they're really goddamn good. Like, they're busted as hell. Like, make no mistake on that. Alright, now, remember, we do need to get as many orbs as possible. Luckily, though, we had triple orb changing right here. Now, I'm going to save future Gohan's active. There's no reason to do that. Now, my Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, they did, what, 1 super attack previously? We're at 300k defense right here, huh? 300k defense. Damn, really? That seems high. 300? Damn, that's just the super attack effect. I was gonna say, yeah, that seems high. I mean, remember, well, do we have the damage reduction up still? Yeah, we do. We have the damage reduction still up. We have the super effective against all types still up, right? Like, it's just, that's not bad, actually. And then, remember, when we attack, we're gonna get the 130% attack and defense. Also, from the active skill, on the turn where we do the active, we do guaranteed crits on the turn, which is very, very good. I think we will go ahead and pop the active right here. No reason not to. Let's watch it again. I mean, it's a nice new animation, right? Yeah, that, if we're able to combo that with future Gohan's domain too, yeah, talk about nutty right there. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. So, again, remember, on this turn, we're going to have guaranteed crits because we did the active. What are some of the other things they have? So, remember, start of turn, they're getting 3 key, 180% attack and defense. They get the 130% attack and defense on attacking. They get 3 key per int key sphere obtained, and they'll randomly change key spheres to int if there's a Super Saiyan or movie hero category ally in the same turn. That's where it's kind of iffy, right? Like type orb changing like that is very iffy. I mean, look at this. This is the thing with them. So we just got 12 orbs. 12. And they're not at 24 key. With 12 orbs. They're not at 24 key. That is something that is pretty nuts. Wow, okay, this guy is... Frieza could maybe kill him at the end. Although we do have nearly 800k HP. Alright, so let's go ahead and see the damage that we're going to go ahead and get right here. So all of these are guaranteed crits. Hopefully we get a bunch of the additional super attacks. I mean, we could pretty easily kill Frieza, yeah. And then remember, any of the 12 key additional supers, this attack is just going to carry over to the next turn. So the damage is going to be crazy. As long as you're creating orbs, you know, we have a team where there's just orbs all over the field. This character is going to be very good. They're very powerful, even at 55%. I mean, could they take a little bit of damage from, like, you know, an AoE? Yeah, but... I mean, the thing about that a lot of you kids out there are going to have to start learning is that characters are going to take damage from the AoE turn 1, man. Like, it's just what's going to happen. They have that damage reduction, which should take some of the bite off of it, though. Right? Like, the damage reduction is just start a turn for the first 5 turns. Alright, so we're going up against this Frieza here. We're going to have to be a little bit cautious here. We might as well play the animation for Broly and Trunks. They're active, huh? We could potentially get sniped by this Frieza. We'll have to be cautious here.
TRUNKS Broly.
You gotta love how, I mean, we practically got, no, we did get back-to-back LRs that have that Trunks. Like, that, the exact Trunks is in back-to-back LRs. That's so funny. Alright, I mean, I guess we're gonna have to rely on physical Bardock here. We could probably put Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta in slot 1, but obviously we're gonna do much better in terms of orbs and stuff like that by putting them in slot 2 right there. So, let's just hope that Frieza doesn't just, like, one-hitter-quitter right away Bardock out of here. He did not. We might need to dodge this. I mean, this will still do some damage. Damn it. We are guarding now. This is gonna hit hard, though. Oof. Yeah, we did make it out. Dude, we hit just 800k HP. That's so crazy. Yeah. Wow, we actually are going to live the turn with the delicious 800k HP. That's why it matters having 800k, because, you know, you could take one of these huge kill shots from these bosses. This Frieza does real, like, this guy is legit damage. This full power Frieza. Like, he could do damage. He could hang in there with some of the Dismal Future Red Zone bosses in terms of his damage. It's just the difference is that he, you know, we're on, what, turn 7 or something like that? Whereas a lot of the Dismal Future Red Zone bosses are doing that shit turn 1. No, we're on turn 6. Okay. And then look at them. They just clean up. Look at the damage they can do. It's crazy. I tell you guys all the time, I'm not the biggest damage. I mean, people become, like, obsessive with damage, man. And if they want to show you that they think a character is good, what are they doing? They're taking a screenshot of the attack stat. Oh, wowie, look at the damage, right? I'm not really like that. Like, I like my characters. In truth, I like characters to be balanced, actually. Oh, Broly and Trunks cleaned up right there. God damn. Yeah, Broly and Trunks. Dude, Broly and Trunks, I mean, they're an option on this. Legitimately, they're an option. They Rainbow Orb change. I mean, they could potentially take a lot of damage, but I mean, dude, they cleaned up. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, that was... Do we need to get a little bit more footage of them? I mean, maybe we could hop back in and just get, like, another turn or two, but I guess I have already explained everything, right? We went over the active skill, we went over their links, we went over their passive, super attack effects. I mean, this is a very good character, and I think we'll get maybe, like, one more rotation from them. But they're good. I think the Super Saiyan team, we have options, like, you know, Dokkan Fest God Goku, I mean, he might just be outright the best character on the... Well, no, Future Gohan is on the... I was going to say, yeah, God Goku might be the best character on the category. Oh, wait, no, Future Gohan is on the team. So, no. Future Gohan is the best character on the team for sure. But, like, you know, this is good. Super Saiyan's 200% is a real team because they got repeated option. Like this is, like, you know, you could think of, like, you know, Kale's team, like, all these characters' teams throughout the years, where it's just, like, they get, like, nothing, or, like, crumbs. But, like, Super Saiyan has gotten repeated strong options throughout the year, and then we end the year with this 200% leader skill for it, and it works well, because we have all these strong options from the year, including the most recent free-to-play character, who, again, look good right there, right? Their rainbow orb changing, it works well. Yeah, guys, so using the character, again, I do quite like them. I think that the Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta, I mean, they're real solid here. They're definitely what I would consider a real option. They're a decent character for sure. Let me just show that they're at 55%. I don't think I did show that, right? So, I don't think it's a good idea to necessarily summon for this unit, though. Just so you know, if you're a global or JP player. Getting them is great. If you pull them, that's awesome. I typically recommend for players to summon, not really if the character's good or if the character's a good leader. I do think that their team is good. The Super Saiyan category team, I mean, we've talked about it a lot throughout the video, but just with all the powerful options, I mean, look at this. LR Future Gohan, Sword of Hope Trunks, Dokkan Fest God Goku. Now, Super Trunks, I mean, if we rock him against Omega... Like, could we get that to work? Because, I mean, remember, in Future Gohan is on here as well. Like, we could potentially even get Super Trunks to be effective on this Super Saiyan team. So, I mean, I like it. But my there's also this Vegeta as well as decent. My recommendation, though, in terms of summoning, is if a banner has several good characters, and hopefully several characters that are, like, leaders. Usually, I really do just hesitate to, like, tell people to summon, unless it's, like, a Dokkan Fest LR banner or something like that. But yeah, here, let's just get one more rotation, you know, nice little attack by them, and we can finish out. Again, global players, I mean, when that Broly and Trunks, when they come out, man, I mean, you can use them a little bit. They, you know, I can get down with them in the rainbow orb changing and stuff like that. Like, it works well. So, all right, let's just go ahead and jump in and take a look at the details here for the LR, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku. Alright, guys, so looking here at the new LR, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Trunks. So this is all-out ultimate battle. Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks team. Leader skills, Super Saiyan category, key 3 and 200% of stats. Pretty good. All of the repeated Super Saiyan buffs throughout the year has put them in a good spot. Don't forget that LR STR Super Vegito is, I mean, we're getting close to him easying. Kefla is on Super Saiyans as well, right? Transforming Kefla. She potentially could get one. I think same thing with the transforming Gotenks. He's also on the Super Saiyans category. We have, like, easy options coming up as well. I don't think that this character is going to age overnight, too. So this Super Saiyan team could be quite fun for a little bit here. Their 12-key super attack, rivalry between 3 great Super Saiyans. They get 50% attack for 3 turns and colossal damage to the enemy. Now, I always am bummed when we're not getting defense here. But, I mean, if they got any defense here at all, they probably would just outright be the best unit in the game. Like, but, I mean, you know, oh no, they're the best unit in the game. They're a Carnival LR. Like, yeah, who cares, man? Like, they should have. But, yeah, like, if you, any defense at all here, and they probably are number 1, man. Like, I think that their damage is just too crazy. And if you would get, like, 2 supers, their defense would be so nuts as well. If they got defense on their 12 key, they would be, dude, they would be insane. Because these super attack effects are just so strong. Like, then their 18 key, the triple key wave, greatly raise stack units for 3 turns, spend colossal damage. That's a 50% buff. It's just, you know, they're very powerful when you're getting, like, these 50% stacks from multiple turns, man. It's, you know, one of the major reasons Tech Ultimate Gohan is good to this day. I mean, he really begin to, certainly, like, there's some future Red Zone and stuff like that, right? But you can still rock them. But those 50% stacks are just so absolutely nuts for him, right? So there's that. Passive skill, 3 Super Saiyans. That's the name of the movie, is it not? The Android 13 movie in Japan is 3 Super Saiyans. Activates the intro animation, and they become super effective against all types and get 30% damage reduction for 5 turns. If there's another 2 Super Saiyan or movie hero allies on the team. Again, I don't mind when a character has like turn restricted stuff. I'd much rather it be right at the start than they have to build up to something with the way the fights are these days. They get 3 ki, 180% attack and defense. One thing I've noticed with this character is ki sometimes can be flimsy. If like, you know, if they don't have orb changing help, they will struggle for ki. They could still, I think, do a lot of damage just with their 12 ki super attacks and stuff like that. But, you know, ki is something that could be a problem without extra orb changing help. Then they get 130% attack and defense when attacking. Remember, that would proc when you use your active skill. So, you know, we're fighting Omega or something like that. Like, you would just save the active until the last phase and then pop it there. And then they would be safe, completely safe from the AoEs. Then they get 3 ki per int key sphere. So that means they get 5 ki per int key sphere, which is obviously a lot. And then they randomly change key spheres of a certain type to int if there's another Super Saiyan or movie hero category ally in the same turn. I mean, type orb changing, it's just not consistent is the way to describe it. Sometimes it'll work out well, sometimes it won't. Sometimes in the clutch situations it'll happen, sometimes it won't, right? It's just how type orb changing is. And then they get an additional that has a high chance to be a super for every 3 key spheres they get. Up to 3 additionals within the turn, so they could super attack 5 times. Or if you're me, you could super once and then do 4 additional normals. But that's what they're capable of doing. Their active skill, Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan, they massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage the enemy, and then within the turn activated, all attacks become crits. And we could do that if all allies in the rotation are Super Saiyan on turn 3 or from turn 6 from the start of battle. I do like these conditions for these characters. I do not mind, you know, the little restriction to enable you to do it early, essentially. But I think like just like turn 6 like that, like that's fine. That's fine. Link set. Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior race, experienced fighters prepare for battle, fierce battle, legendary power. Typical kind of like strong Super Saiyan link set. 12 key multiplier, 150%, 24 key multiplier, 200%. Again, all of kind of like the same normal things. And then in terms of the categories that we have for the characters here. So we do have the Super Saiyan category team that they're a part of. Which, you know, again, we've talked extensively about it, but this is a team that's gotten significant buffs this year. I mean, EGL LR Gohan potentially could be an option for the team. I mean, EZA Gogeta is an option for the team. Depending upon the fight, we could use LR Gohan and Goten. I mean, there are numerous characters. And then this guy, he doesn't come out for a couple of days still, but his EZA, he's like a must-run. He's so good. The World Tournament Super Saiyan Gohan. Don't forget, Tech Broly's probably coming up on an EZA as well. Yeah, there's a lot. They're on the Join Forces category team as well. Okay. Then they're also over here on Movie Heroes. Another strong option added to this. Movie Heroes, not as crazy this year as it's been the last couple of years, right? I mean, we've had, in this calendar year, we have God Goku and his band unit, the Vegeta, the Spirit Bomb Goku from the Turles movie, and then now this LR. So they did take a bit of a step back from movies, but it seems like movies is going to be New Year's as well, right? Just based off of the EZA area info we got, so that's good to know. Then they're also on Transformation Boost because of their intro. That is a W. Gotta love that. I mean, that is just so good. The fact that, like, there's some character that should be on Transformation Boost that isn't because of their, intro, I think. And also, if I'm not mistaken, another character you could easily make the argument for that's not on here, he would be, yeah, LRSTR Vegito. I mean, he transforms into Super Saiyan in his active, right? When Goku and Vegeta fuse and then he goes Super Saiyan. Like, considering that they count characters transforming in their intros, right? Future Gohan is here as well. I feel like LRSTR Vegito could be added to Transformation Boost, but this means Transformation Boost is just going to be so good. Like, if intros count. Even Omega, I mean, you know, intros count. That's good. Then we have the Kamehameha team. I mean, we're going to get some Kamehameha leader, and this team is going to be the most fun team in the game. Right, probably. Something like that. Then they're also on, what is this, Final Trump Card? Yeah, Final Trump Card characters, great. Another one of those. Awesome, awesome, awesome. They're also over here on the Connected Hope category team as well. That's a team that's gotten some nice buffs this year. That's beautiful, beautiful. Then they're also finally on the Power of Wishes team, which is good because it means they have access to some of those strong Power of Wishes equips, right? So there we go. There is the LR Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan Trunks. I think they're tremendous. They feel a little bit better than Sword of Hope to me. Sword of Hope Trunks. He's good. He's good. He's good. So, I mean, we now have an established pattern of these Carnival LRs usually being bangers, by the way. Omega is probably the worst Carnival LR. Well, he's definitely the worst Carnival LR. The STR Super Saiyan Goku is only iffy as well. Same with Metal Cooler. I know he could revive, you could run him, but I mean, I'm not putting him above iffy. But then, like, Tech Carnival Goku is solid, and 8th Anniversary Carnival LRs are good. Obviously, the Worldwide Download Celebration LRs are good, so it does seem like Carnival characters are real characters, right? So, let me know what you guys think about them. 55%. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.